Wilbur said softly. Just answer the call and make sure to record it. Whoever is involved in this will face the consequences. Elsa stopped hesitating after seeing Wilbur's confidence. It was also her duty, so she answered the call. Captain, she said. A stern voice came from the phone. Where are you? Black Dragon Bar. Get back here immediately. Do you realize what you're doing? Captain, I've discovered a gambling operation inside the Black Dragon Bar. There are several gamblers and a significant amount of cash. The criminals were apprehended, and I have the evidence, she reported. There was a brief silence on the other end of the line before the caller replied, Stay put. I'm on my way. Elsa ended the call and looked at Wilbur. She said, The captain is on his way. However, Wilbur could see the worry in her expression. He knew that the incoming team might not be reinforcements. Wilbur contemplated and realized he could not confront the authorities. He had a plan in mind. So he took out his phone and started recording. He looked at Elsa and nodded in assurance. She could not relax because Kenji was backed by someone with a formidable influence. And her captain was also questionable. The situation was uncertain, and no one could predict what would happen next. Wilbur possessed impressive combat skills, but confronting the authorities head-on was a losing game that would only drag him into a never-ending danger. Kenji struggled to get up. He sat on the couch and let out a cold chuckle. He understood that as a trivial member of the Lilith clan, he would not have garnered attention from the head of the clan. However, he was working for a key member of the clan, someone whose position held immense power within the Lilith clan. That person would inevitably be involved if something were to happen to Kenji, leading to significant losses for the Lilith clan. Therefore, the head of the clan would certainly intervene. Wilbur and his combat prowess would mean nothing to the head of the clan. Moreover, the person Kenji was working for was surely at work too, given the way Elsa had reacted to the phone call. Kenji only needed to wait quietly. He would be safe and sound once they arrived. The atmosphere in the room was at a subtle balance. Kenji was waiting for reinforcements. Meanwhile, Wilbur was waiting for the masterminds behind the scenes to show themselves and apprehend them all. Elsa was anxious. She heard of the Lilith clan, especially that member in the provincial financial sector who had immense power. The financial sector was a department with low authority, but it was a department that no one dared to mess with. It wielded immense influence. Its intricate webs of connections was nothing short of formidable. Elsa moved closer to Wilbur slowly and whispered, What should we do now? He smiled and said, Justice will triumph over evil. Why worry? Elsa saw how calm he was and could not help but wonder what tricks he had up his sleeves. Elsa was left with no option but to wait. She hoped that Wilbur could handle the situation. She was prepared to fight if things went south. Duty demanded no less from her. 20 minutes had passed, and the sound of hurried footsteps echoed from above. Everyone felt nervous except for Wilbur. A dozen individuals rushed into the basement. They were led by a man with a dark complexion and a gun in his hand. Nobody moves, the leader ordered. They immediately took control of the situation. Elsa stood up immediately and addressed her superior. Captain. The captain gave her a brief glance, then sighed quietly and said, Everyone, come upstairs. Marco, John, you two stay here and keep things under control.